Everyone's gonna think I'm coming for Dodie's like brand with the clapping and the yellow and everything. I just really like yellow, and I didn't really see it as it like being a thing until I got all the artwork back from my friend Eleanor. I'll leave her links down in the description because she is fantastic. Anyway, what I want to talk to you about today is on like authenticity again, because apparently I haven't talked enough about this, I guess. So here goes. I was watching Baking with Layton with Tessa the other day because I was feeling all nostalgic and watching loads of the old videos that I love and what made me desperately want to be a YouTuber, whatever the fuck that means anymore. And in it, Tessa mentioned that she hates how YouTubers refer to their audience as guys.
We did it, guys. I made a video where I talked about it not being my favorite thing when vloggers refer to the camera as guys who are referring to a community. When I'm watching a YouTube video, I'm having a singular experience.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
to be referred to in the plural, I feel is a misunderstanding of what that experience is.
And now that's something that I've been doing from the very start, I think very near to the start anyway, if it wasn't the very start. Looking back on it, I think it's kind of funny because like I literally had like 4 subscribers and they were all people who knew me in real life. It wasn't like I was talking to a big audience. Still not really, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. So it like makes me feel silly when now looking back on it, when I like start off a video being like, hey guys, how's it going? But at the same time, a lot of people that I've grown up watching always start their videos with like, hey guys, how are you? Someone who I think does it really well is, actually no, a couple of people. Luke Cutforth and Melanie Murphy. That's what I nearly said, like Melanie Martinez. Is that a person? She turned out to be quite dodgy afterwards, didn't she? Anyway, besides the point. Me addressing the camera from the very start, being like, hey guys, how's it going? It was like I was way too big from my boots and I hadn't even gotten feet big enough to wear shoes yet. I still feel like that still sort of makes sense. Do you get where I'm coming from? I've been thinking an awful lot about authenticity again. I've had some time off and I've been trying to think of videos to make because when am I not? I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna get back on the YouTube horse, and like here I am, 2 months have passed since I've uploaded a video. I have been trying to film, but I've had like audio problems and everything, and I've finished the edit, but I haven't been like stoked about uploading it, and if I'm not stoked about something, it's not going online. I may look back at something that I was super pumped about when I uploaded it and be like, ugh, that's actually quite bad, isn't it? But as long as at the time of publication or whatever, I am proud of it, that to me is all that matters. From the very start, I've been vocal about how I want to do YouTube as a hobby and how I don't want it to become a job because everyone ends up hating their job. I do, for the most part, think that like if you love your job it's a lot easier, but I don't think there are many people who can say they don't. Resent isn't the quite word. That doesn't make sense. Resent isn't the right word to use. I would imagine like everyone, no matter how much you adore your job, no matter how much you've worked towards being, you know, on the right path and doing the right thing that makes you happy, everyone has days where their job is a bit shite. I think that's inevitable. I recently left a job that I was quite unhappy at. I loved the work, but there was a bunch of different factors that made me decide to finally bite the bullet and be like, I'm really sorry, this isn't for me, good luck, but I have to do this for my health. My mental health was fried. I was not in a good place. I don't want to say it was coming between myself and Sam, but like there were arguments about me staying in this particular job when it so clearly wasn't making me happy and I wasn't fulfilled by it, and like, yeah, I paid the rent, but at the expense of my mental and physical health. I'm 20. That's way too young to be feeling as shite as it is. Not that there's like a good age to be feeling miserable and all that. Yeah, there was a lot of factors. My physical health, it's not until now, looking back on how I was whilst I was working there, I truly realize how drained I was. I was so exhausted all the time. I wasn't eating properly. I wasn't sleeping. There was a lot going on. I gotten infections and everything. It was a mess. So I bit the bullet and I did that for myself. And having all that time to reflect upon what I really want from my life, I want to be a photographer. I didn't have the time to be working on that whilst I was working there. I was very deflated for a while because I do miss it. Like, I miss the people I work with and everything. I like have drive again. Anyway, to make a long story short, harped on and on about how I didn't want YouTube to be a job, and the more I think about it, and the more I think about Sitsi and watching all those people on panels and on the main stage and the interviews and everything, and the different ideas for people that I love to interview and make videos with, I would love to be able to do this full time, and I'm not entirely sure why I'm telling you this. I just want to be real with you. I don't want to sit here and be like, yeah, I just want it to be a hobby. Because if for some bizarre reason I was able to make this work and I could make a living from it, that would be like the greatest thing in the world. And I want to document that, and I don't want to, not that I was lying about it, but I don't want to say half-truths. I have a lot of thoughts about this channel and where I'm going, and not even just with YouTube, like just in life in general. Like, I have had a lot of wobbly moments since I left that job, being like, oh my god, what am I doing with my life? And Sam, bless him, has been there every step of the way, and he's been like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but you're gonna find something and it's going to be fine. You need people like that in your life, regardless of whether it's a romantic relationship, family, your friends, you know, communities online, whatever. You need people like that in your life. I am so grateful to have that. Anyway, thank you. Next. I realize this video has taken a weird turn from where it started with like addressing your viewers as guys and like the plural, even though for the most part it's like a one-on-one conversation, unless you're like watching videos with a group of friends or whatever. If you do YouTube yourself, actually, I'd be interested to know whether you have similar thoughts, because I know a lot of people who do this as a hobby. Do you ever wish that it could be a career as well? Or am I just really self-absorbed and would love to be able to support myself by talking to myself? Oh man, it sounds really bad when you say it like that. Alrighty, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye! Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next... See, it just comes out. It just comes out.